Namaskar. Welcome to all of you. So we are going to meet shortly in Aurangabad, where we are going to have this national convention from 27th to 29th December. Aurangabad, you know very well, is a very tourist place, and nearby also a lot of things are there. So many of the delegates, those who are coming for cases representation, they have requested, can we get our results in the same day so we can go and go for the sightseeing, because after 3 years they are going to get this chance to come for national convention, and in such a city where a lot of things to be seen. Okay, certainly we have made some changes. So before going for this refresher program, let us brief about this convention, what changes we have made. So let us brief about NCQC 2022. As mentioned, this is from 27th to 29th, followed by industrial visit on 30th. This inaugural ceremony will be held from 3 p.m. to 5:30 p.m. And this will be followed by tea. So this will be for a duration of 2.5 hours. Many people, those who are not able to come to attend this, we have made a provision so that they can see the live stream. The live telecast will be streamed on YouTube, and link will be sent to all the registered teams well in advance, and they can they can communicate to others also. So those who are not participating can also see. Due to some reason, if you are not able to see the live also, then even then you can see YouTube, because this will be available in YouTube. So if due to any reason you are not able to attend this function, you will not miss your inaugural session. Case history presentation and registration. Two things, very compulsory. So for the registration is open on 26th, 27th, 28th, and 29th also. Because few of the teams, they are coming early morning on 29th. They want to register on the same day. Okay, no problem. 26th, most of the teams, they prefer to go for registration on 26th so they can take the advantage of 27th full day. So 26th, from 2 p.m. to 5:30 hours, there are slots for half of an hour. So when you are coming for registration, before that you must select the slot, at what time you are coming. Keep in mind, even one person can come and go for registration. Once he will come with the document, his ID proof, and at the slot time, come over there, show your identity and registration slip. If you have forgotten registration slip, then you have to take registration slip by paying 100 rupees to the counter. So bring your own registration slip. Depute a person who will come inside, and within 5 to 10 minutes, he will collect the coupon and come out. These coupons can be distributed to all the members of the team, and they can go and they can collect their gift and kit bag. Even one person or two-person can also go there and collect the kit bag for their total team. So those who have experience, previous experience, if they are coming as per their slot schedule, within half an hour to 45 minutes, they will get it registered, they will collect their kit bags and give, I can go out. But you are coming early, then you have to wait. So 26 from 2 p.m. to 5:30 p.m. there will be slots, and as per your slot, you can come over there and take this coupons and kit bags. 27, because we are having our own organizers meet at 11. So last slot will be 10:30, but we'll start by 8 in the morning. And 8 to 10:30, we can cover 1,500 teams. But you have to book your slot. So if you are coming on 27th morning, or deputing one person to come over there and collect the coupons, kit bags can be taken any of the day. If you are missed, if your slot is not booked till 10:30 on 27, then you can come, you have a chance to book your slot at 2 p.m. or 2:30 p.m. Two slots are there. Because from 3 p.m. there will be inaugural session. So all the slots will stop. I'm sure 90% of the people will be covered during 26, 27. But anyhow, those who are left over because of any reason, 20th also we are open from 8:30 to 10:30, and in the evening 5 to 5:30, because those who are presenting on 29th can take on 28th evening or 29th morning also. But you have to select your slot by yourself. Come as per your slot timings, so there will not be any chaos and your waiting time will not be there. Be assured, within 45 minutes, maximum 45 minutes, you will be able to take your coupons as well as kit bags and can go back. There will be a model presentation. Already, those who are coming with the model, they have registered themselves. The slot is given or they have selected as per their case presentation. 3 slots of the model session of the model presentation are there, and 100 maximum 100 case models will be allowed. So about approximately 33 will be allowed, and out of that, best 8 will be selected, and their award will be given on the same day, just after the session. So those teams who are bringing their model for case representation, they can exhibit their model, and already we have received, and I think the target is over. 100 team is the maximum target, and that is over now. Best 8 team per batch. One batch for 3 hours, 9:30 to 12:30, second 2:30 to 5:30, and third 29 from 9:30 to 12:30. Quiz. As usual, those who are applying for the quiz, the first level quiz will be held online on 20th December from 11 a.m. to 12 noon. This is optional. The duration of the quiz is 25 minutes. because there will be 20 questions. First 15 questions will be for 15 minutes. Remaining 5 questions will be numerical based. So they will get 120 minutes, 120 seconds, sorry. So first duration of the quiz at 25 minutes. So each question, first 15 questions will get 1 minute per question. And remaining 5 questions, numerical based, they will get 2 minutes per question. Those who are selected, top 25, they will be awarded. Top 10 will come for live quiz, and the remaining will be just consolation prize. Among the top 10, first level, from the first level, the live quiz will be on 29 December at 2:30 p.m. 3 people per team will be allowed. And question will be asked and they have to reply. Instructions will be given at that time. Best, second and third best as a runner, first winner, second and third as a runner, and 7 appreciation prize will be given. Now, as I mentioned, people are interested to get their results on the same day. This is only possible when we can go for result declaration in the same hall where you have presented your case study, as we are doing in international since 2010. So what to be done? Result will be declared on the same day in the respective halls. On 20th December, slot number 1 to 8, those who have presented from 8:30 to 11:12, they will get their result at 2:30 p.m. in the same hall. Those who have presented from 11:34 to 13:02, they will get their award at 3:22 p.m. And those who have presented from 2:40 to 5:45 p.m. will get their award at 6:10 p.m. Yes, if they want to have a photograph on the dais, our hall will be open continuously so that you can go there and have a group photographs over there. On 28th, this is the schedule. On 29th, slot 1 to 9, they will get their results at 12:45. But last 2 slots, slot 10 and 11, they will get their case, their result in valedictory session in Rukmani Hall. Valedictory session will start just after live quiz. Live quiz from 2:30 to 3:30, and valedictory session is from 3:30 to 5:30. And during this valedictory session, slot 10 and 11 teams, they will get their presentation. Friends, there are some more awards. As you know, slogan, poster, poem, skit competition. This will be given on 20th itself at 10:30 in the main auditorium. Skit competition will be there, and as well as slogan, poster, poem winners. Those who are attending, they will get certificate and memento. Those who are not attending, their certificate will be sent to their organization. Those winners who are physically participating already explained will get their memento and certificate in this award function. Those winners who have not registered themselves for NCQC 22 will get only certificate through online. In case of model presentation, there are some Kaizen presentation also. They will be evaluated. They need not to go for knowledge test, but they will be awarded for excellent, excellent as per their marks. There are some home case studies, and we are going to award such case studies also, those who are presenting through model. So different awards will be given over here. Only request, all participants must observe other presentations. At least on the day when you are there, each one can spread to different halls. There are 65 halls where case study presentation is going on. And if you observe 5 to 10 case studies, which will spread only 2 to 3 hours, I'm sure you are going to get something for you. Some changes, whatever they have made, you can hitchhike the idea. I can implement the same thing or in the different way in your. So one thing I can guarantee, if you sincerely observe few of the case study, each one, and discuss among your team members next year projects, you need not to worry. Excellent project will come automatically, which can be taken under quality improvement team or lean quality circle or lean safety circle and presented over there. Along with this, don't miss this opportunity to visit places of attraction in area of Aurangabad. Why? Something unique. See here, this is one of the 12 Jyotirling that is situated here, hardly 30 kilometers from your place. Sleeping Hanumanji temple. Lot of expenses going on over there, and you will really love to see this. Shirdi Sai Baba, you know very well, about 120 to 130 kilometers from Aurangabad. Continuously buses and taxis are flying. Ajanta Cliffs, about 110 kilometers from Aurangabad. The unique cliffs in the world, Ajanta and Ellora. Ellora cliffs are very near, just near to the temple, about 30 kilometers, and both can be combined together. Daulatabad Fort, Bibi ka Maqbara looks like Taj Mahal. Aurangabad tombs, and so many things are there to see. Make your plan. We have asked the organizers, local organizers, to guide the people for the short visit, full day visit, so that in a group people can go there and utilize the full day in a good manner and see these type of historical places. This is Panchakki of Aurangabad. Now, regarding knowledge test, for which this refresher program is going on. Knowledge test, as usual, this is not applicable for HR team and Kaizen display. Knowledge test will be held on 21st, 23rd, and 23rd. We have divided in 3 days because last year, doing it in a day became a heavy load and the problem came. So we divided into 3 different days, and that is also area wise. So which day you have to present, you will be communicated. Which day and which time. By each day there are 5 slots. So that will be communicated to you. Those 3 selected members per team will participate individually for online test. If only 2 are participating, or you have registered 3 people, then third one to be treated as 0 marks. And certainly average will be less. So let the third one also attend. You will get some marks. At least average will go. Because average of the marks will be given this out of 50 marks. 50 marks means 25% is the weightage of the total score. And really, this is the decision maker. So, get ready. There will be a separate question by QC, 5S, LQC, LSC, allied concept. So, only in case of Kaizen, I have told, Kaizen those individually presenting, display, Kaizen display, not Kaizen case study presentation, mind it. In Kaizen case presentation, you have to go for test. Only those who are displaying Kaizen in the model, they are only exempted for this. Because there may be 1, there may be 2, there may be any number. So here, average marks of all the 3 members will be considered for teams. Knowledge test, KT, out of 5. Duration is 25 minutes. Why? 15 questions, each one of 1 minute. And remaining 5 questions, each of 2 minutes. And that's why the total time is 25 minutes. Be ready 10 minutes before as instruction will be displayed. Read the instruction carefully. Check your Wi-Fi and personal hotspot also. Be ready with both at alternate arrangement. Don't minimize your screen or press back button. Please note, if you want to see back and you have gone for back button or minimize your screen, that will create problem for you. So don't do this. Number of questions are 20. First 50 is question 1 minute to each question. Last 5, 2 minutes. So 25 minutes. In case of 5S, there is no numerical. So all 20 questions, each one will be for 1 minute. So 20 questions, 20 minutes in case of 5S. So once answer is ticked, please submit and go for the next question. Don't press back button. So you must have your confidence. Once you are confident, because 1 minute is there. So when you are confident, you just click it. But once you click, don't try to go back. Otherwise, you will spoil and you will get only 0 marks. Don't press back button. Suppose you have clicked and you have not submitted. but 60 seconds is over, automatically that will be submitted. Don't bother. Suppose you have not clicked and 60 seconds over, that will also be submitted. Means you have not clicked, means 0 marks. So in case time for the question is over, automatically next question will appear. Don't try to go back, otherwise you will lose the test. If you have ticked the answer but not submitted within the time, the same will be submitted automatically. If you do not tick the answer within the time, next question automatically will appear after 60 seconds, or in case of numerical, after 20 seconds. There is no negative marks for wrong answer this time. So friends, if you are ready, let's go for refresher program. Let us refresh ourselves on different quality concepts and tools and tech. So dear friends, as you are aware that 25% marks of the total mark that belongs to knowledge test. And knowledge is very, very important. So friends, for the knowledge test, as usual, let's go for the refresher program. Refresher program is just to refresh you. This does not indicate that all the questions will be asked from this one, but certainly 70% plus questions you will find that easily you can answer through this. But for 100%, certainly you have to go for textbook, question bank, that will help you. So friends, let us refresh ourselves on different quality concepts and tools and technique. Education is not the learning of the fact, but the training of the mind to think. This is quoted by Albert Einstein. Let us see about our quality gurus, Dr. W. Sheward. What he mentioned that however sophisticated a process may be, it will be impossible to produce two products identically same. And that's why he developed this quality control system so that we can see the upper limit and lower limit. He was described as the man who discovered quality. Basic idea of PDCA, this was given by him, but popularized by Dr. Deming, hence it is well known as Deming wheel. We are grateful to him as he bequeathed his personal library, including his manuscript, to Indian Statistical Institute. Dr. W. Edward Deming, he was called by General MacArthur in 1950 to Japan. By that time, in Japan, there were two associations formed, JUSE, Union of Japanese Scientists and Engineers, and Kanden, which is an association of Japan's chief executive. In 1940s, he had the unique honor of developing sampling technique that were used first time for conducting census in the USA. To honor his contribution, JUSE started Deming Award for organization and individuals in 1951. Dr. Juran, his Juran trilogy is very famous, which are having quality planning, quality control, and quality improvement. Dr. Juran was the first to identify the phenomena of the vital few and useful many as a universal principle applicable to many fields. Dr. K. Ishikawa, his quality control circles is given by Dr. K. Ishikawa. He mentioned that quality control begins with education and ends with education. And as long as there is a workplace, QC activities must be continued. He has developed the concept of quality control circle in 1962, which became very popular as quality circles in many countries. Shichi Nakajima, he was a Japanese citizen and pioneering founder of the total productive maintenance system. He established the PM award, currently known as a TPM award. Nakajima was honored by the Emperor of Japan with the Ranju Hosho, or medal with the blue ribbon, for improving the manufacturing industry through TPM philosophy. Dr. P.C. Mahalanobis, he educated and pioneered the use of statistical techniques in improving the quality of industrial product in India and established a separate unit in the Indian Statistical Institute for providing training and consultancy services to industries and for promoting quality control movement. So in Japan, the revolution came by implementing the different concepts and changes, for example, quality control to total quality control, to CWQC, company-wide quality control, which is having one of the distinguished feature, and that is next process is the customer. CWQC then to become this total quality management. Let us see the brief history from long back. If you see the 1940s, people used to believe the breakdown maintenance. In fact, if you see, even today, many of us still believe in breakdown maintenance. If you don't believe, just think yourself. Think all such items which are in your home. Are we going for preventive maintenance? Till there is a guarantee, solve it. Otherwise, wherever there is a breakdown. 1950s, based on the data, based on the conditions of the breakdown maintenance, preventive maintenance system came. And this preventive maintenance system, time-based, condition-based. In 1950, Dr. Deming came to Japan. 1954, Dr. James Juran came to Japan. Deming wheel, all of you know very well, this is plan to check. But this was modified by Ishikawa-ji. This plan and do in two parts, plan, decide objective and goals. Then in case of second part of the plan, decide method of achieving the objectives and goals. Set objective and goal, then how to achieve. In case of do, first education and training. Carry out education and training, then ask them to do the work. Then check it. Take appropriate action. Now you are seeing the sixth step. So what should be the seventh step? Result of action taken. Now this PDCA being followed by many of the Japanese through DRM, daily routine management. What they say? PDCA, plan, do, check, act. Suppose you have seen, you have checked, and you find everything is okay. Then what you will do? Standardize that and see that this is being followed by everywhere. So standardize, do, check, and act. Suppose everybody has followed the same thing, same standard. What to be done? Change the standard. And for changing the standard, again PTCA. So by this way, we can continuously improve ourselves. 1960s, this productive maintenance scheme. 1962, quality control circles. 1964, this PM price. 1970s, total productive maintenance system. Now, since then, people are fed up with so many concepts. Every day they're seeing some new concepts are coming, and everybody saying this concept is very good, very good, very good. And people are so much confused. To be done. In fact, there are only two basic concepts: innovation and Kaizen. What is innovation? New development, new technological breakthrough, or new development system. And for long back, we are following this innovation. But we never involved the down the line people. Because at that time, these were treated as they are like this. It looks that no brain cannot speak. Let them follow the instruction and do the job. Americans, they thought, no, they are having brains that they can speak. So let them come up with the idea, let them give the idea. And that's why suggestion came. This suggestion scheme become very popular. But you know, the suggestion, mostly suggestions are given for the other department, and the suggester is not a part of implementation in most of the cases. But the Japanese, they thought they are having brain, they can speak, they are having heart also. And if the heart and brain synchronizes, they can do the miracles. And that's why they developed the Kaizen system. And Kaizen system is a little bit different than the suggestion. In case of suggestion, you are given the idea. But in case of Kaizen, you need not to give the idea, you have to do it and show to the management that you have done this and this is the result. So Kaizen by Masaki Mai, what he mentioned, I means change, Gen for better. So Kaizen means change for better. Every time change for better means continuous improvement. So innovation plus Kaizen. This becomes the Japanese way of continuous improvement. And QCFI, in our QCFI, we are also following the same thing. Very simple steps in the Kaizen. Problem is there, eliminate it. You cannot eliminate, reduce it, or change the system. Copied Kaizen. We have developed in QCFI the copied Kaizen because many times we have observed in India that those who are doing the Kaizen, they are not seeing the good thing. They try to find out some fault. But if management asks, okay, you can copy the Kaizen and do it in your department, then people try to copy that one and try to understand what actually they have done and what benefit they have got. And once they are copying it, if they are also recognized, then the copied Kaizen is going to help a lot. Then the question will come, there are so many concepts. People are asking 5S, TPM, this, that, what to be done. In fact, if you see 5S, it's a workplace management, and this is the solution for the house. Waste control, SMAD to improve the setup and adjustment time. Okay, develop mistake-proof system, quality improvement, productivity improvement, cost reduction, Six Sigma to reduce defects and variation, just in time to reduce the inventory, and human relation to improve better human relation. Like this way, benchmarking, all these are the types of projects. So, Kaizen, this can be individual, this can be group. And in individual, they can apply this Kaizen for their work area where they are working, and they can apply the same thing in their home, their family, their relatives, their colony, their village house. Now coming to the group Kaizen, structured and unstructured. Unstructured, theme is given, a problem is given, people may form a team, can solve it, it's very good. But not formed exclusively by the management. And structured Kaizen is formed by the management, formed to solve the problem in a structured way. Now, this structure Kaizen can be at grassroots level and can be at the senior and middle management level. Senior and middle management level, normally we say it's a quality improvement team. In fact, this is a cross-functional team, but many of us, they say CFT also. They say management team also. They say problem-solving team also. There may be different name, even TPM circle. They say focused improvement team. But the basic thing is, whatever the problems are coming, senior and middle management people have been kept to solve the problem. And here, if they learn the tools and technique and apply that, the problem solving become much easier. Now, for the first line and grassroots level, since long time they have not been asked to apply their mind. The first thing is that we have to develop them. How we are going to develop them? That we have to think. And once they are developed, then only we have to ask them to solve the problem. But development, quality circle. Quality circle is not a problem-solving group. And for problem solving, this lean quality circle. So lean quality circle and quality improvement team are the cross-functional team, and they are for solving the problem. But quality circle is for the development. They are also taking the problem, they are applying the tools and technique, they are learning through this by this way how to apply the tools and technique to solve the problem. That's why they are taking the simple problem first. So quality circle, as mentioned, for the development of the people. In the revised definition since 1995, they've removed the specific number from minimum 5 to maximum 15. It's a small group. If they are from same work area, very good. But if they are from the work area, they learn, they know to each other their job, their process, they can also join if number is less. And in place of voluntary, this become autonomously administered. But the objective is said self and mutual development. And through this, they develop their capability, perform self-actualization for the QC member, make it workplace full of brightness and vitality, enhance customer satisfaction, and make a social contribution. In this definition, for the executive or for the managers, they mentioned that they have to also involve in total quality management or equivalent. And ultimately, this total thing is for human resource development and workplace utilization. If you see the motivational theories, hierarchy of Maslow's theory, physiological need, safety need, mostly if this is fulfilled, safety and security need, then people want that he should be known to each and every person. He wants his publicity, but they have there is no platform. Quality Circle is providing the platform. Not only Quality Circle, 5S, all activities of Kaizen, QIT, all these things giving this particular need, they are fulfilling this need. And the grassroots people who never got this chance, getting this opportunity. Then ego need. After a certain period, everybody wants to become number one. What part you are seeing this refresher program? So you can get more marks. You get better position for excellence. So this ego need that will be satisfied. And after a certain period, each and every member, they form the circle, They have formed the circle, they are taking the problem, they are solving, they are helping to others, and they enjoy this self-actualization. If you see the McGregor's X and Y theory, and this belongs to Y theory. If you see the motivational theory of Frederick Herzberg, they have clearly mentioned there are two factors, hygiene factor and effective motivation. Hygiene factor is not a motivating factor, but if that is not there, it's a demotivating factor. And that's why we are saying for the hygiene factor, there are so many things, but very, very important nowadays is the 5S, workplace management. That's why for any organization, we are saying first you implement 5S, then you see all the total quality management system will be implemented very easily. Now, coming to effective motivation, very simple 4 factors, challenging work. People want this, increase responsibility. But when they achieve this, so sense of achievement is motivating to them. And if this is recognized by the management, this is multiplying the motivational aspect. Once we are implementing quality circles, those who are not the member are the potential member. And those who are the members, they select their leader and deputy leader. Leader chairing the meeting. In the absence of leader, deputy leader will chair the meeting. After 6 months, deputy leader will become leader, leader will become ex-leader, and somebody else will be selected, elected as a deputy leader. Facilitator and deputy facilitator will be nominated by the management. Now, steering committee is a flexible committee. And you know very well, if your steering of the vehicle is not working, then what will happen? Same thing happened here also. That's why it's very important the steering committee meeting must held every month and let them see what activity is going on, how that is going on, how they can help so that this can multiply. Top management, certainly without the blessings of the top management, nothing will be happening. To coordinate from potential member to top management, we require a department, that is coordination department. And this department will nominate coordinator, deputy coordinator, co-coordinator as required depending upon number of circles. If multi-unit organization is there, then at the corporate level, there will be corporate coordination. Quality circle meets once in a week for 1 hour. Few of the cases we have seen, they are meeting in 15 days. So their effectiveness will be 1/4. And as per Ishikawa, those who are meeting once in a month, they are called sleeping circles. This type of report already given in the book, this type of format to be filled and sent. Nowadays, this can be done online. There will be a register. Attendance will be there. Those who are coming, they have to put the signature. If they have not come to workplace on leave, put L. But if they came for workplace, they came on for duty, but not attending the meeting, put A, absent. Suppose they came, but they have been deputed outside for training or some other purpose. That's why they're not able to come. So they are on duty. So put D mark. In your register, signature of HOD after the meeting is must. Signature of the facilitator, deputy facilitator is must. And in meeting minutes, signing by facilitator, deputy facilitator does not mean that he has attended the meeting. This shows that they have seen the meeting minutes. Now, if you see the problem solving steps, identification of problem. minimum unsolved problem should be 50 plus, minimum 50 plus. Selection of the problem, use priority number, a ranking method, and select a group of problems. If 5 members are there, the maximum 5 problems may be taken because each one will take one problem. If all the problems are different, then maximum this will 5 problems if 5 members are there. Now after ranking, this will be decided which will should be taken first. And once this total set is complete, then only we can go for further selection of problem for the setup. After selection of the problem, you have to make a milestone chart and submit to the coordinator for registration. Once this is registered, now define the problem. This milestone chart you are showing that define the problem. Even in this milestone chart, this is your proposed one. At the end, you are going to show before and after. The marks will be given at this stage. Define the problem. You are explaining your problem. But before that, you are telling about your process through high-level flow diagram or pictorial diagram. Then explaining the problem, set objectives and goal. Objectives, what you want. And goal or target, how much you want. So goal and target will be in numerical value. Now coming to the analysis of the problem. And you know analysis of the problem follows 5W1H. But one W that is shifted to step number 5. So become 4W1H. Many of us used to write, what is the problem? Where is the problem? Already you have explained and defined the problem. Here, we are not asking what is the problem, where is the problem. We are asking if the problem is there, what are the losses? How much losses are there? Whenever you are solving the problem, we require manpower. How much manpower? How much time? How much material? What is the effect to the next department, to the previous department, to your own department, to human beings, all of you? All such things that to be noted in through data under analysis of the problem. Then find out the causes. Try to find out with the help of cause and effect diagram. Then root cause analysis. Once through cause and effect diagram, you have identified probable root causes. Make a list. And in root cause analysis, you validate that which one is affecting at this time. All probable root cause may affect to the problem, but at present, which one is affecting? If there are 1 or 2, no problem. This is more than that, then we have to see how much each one is affecting to the problem. What is the contribution of each one to the problem? So data analysis is required. In data analysis, if we have past data, very good. If we can collect the new data, collect it. And both are not available, then we can go for the opinion. Once it's clear that which cause is affecting more, now develop the solution for all the causes which are affecting at present. Certainly, once you have developed the solution, before going for implementation, we have to see, will there be any resistance when you are going to implement it? And if that, what action to be taken? Then go for trial implementation and check performance. Once you are convinced with the performance, put to the management. But during this period, when trial implementation and check performance is going on, trial implementation, okay. When check performance is going on, during this period, we can take next project. Now, regular implementation, once this is approved by the management, the responsibility of implementing in all similar type of equipments is the management. But we have to see whether this is being followed or not timely. Then follow up and review whatever is implemented. We have to see. We have to go for checklist to check each and everything. We have to go for data collection just to ensure that there is no deterioration and is working well. So for the sustenance of quality circle, the three dimensions of management role is this can be listening, caring, teaching, and facilitating. Slow and steady win the race is an old story. Present scenario is not going to work. So what to be done? We have started this lean quality circles. It's a cross-functional team of task performance. So this lean quality circle we have started in 2010, now become very, very popular, giving very fast results. What is in lean quality circles? It's a very small group, minimum 3%. One who has taken the project, second who is helping, and third is boss as a facilitator. In this case, the boss as a facilitator, he is also co-project owner. And the member who you have taken, maybe from your same work area, maybe from other department. The important feature is that by co-opting the other department person, they are learning about other department also. Lean safety circle. This was introduced just 4 months back by us. In lean quality circle, lean safety circle, we have seen that safety problems, exclusively nobody is discussing on the safety problem. When there is a problem, we used to discuss. So let us take safety problem also in the similar way as they are doing for lean quality circle. And this is again a cross-functional team of the task performance. Now quality improvement team, as I mentioned, is a cross-functional team for senior and middle management level. And the functioning of lean quality circle, lean safety circle, and QIT similar. It's very simple. Problem, they can take instant problem also. In quality circle, they cannot. Management can give the problem. In quality circle, that cannot. And they can take from the problem bank. They're not going to bother with A type, B type, C type. But why quality circle people are bothered? Because that is for the learning, that is for the development. That's why they have to go for simple to tough. But here, this is a problem solving group, and if any problem comes, they can take immediately. Once they have taken the problem, the person who has taken the problem becomes project leader. His immediate boss becomes facilitator, become co-project owner. Member, maybe from somewhere same work area, maybe co-opted from other area. So minimum 3, if required, we can take 1 more, 2 more, 3 more, depending upon the need of the project. In this case, facilitator can also present the case study. Facilitator can also give the answers. Meetings, no official meeting. Wherever the problem, let the group go there. Let them discuss. And if required, they can meet even 6 times, 7 times. They can discuss on phone, through WhatsApp. So once they have taken the problem, sometimes the problem can be solved within a day, within a week, within a month. Regarding the problem solving step, For all these three, we are going to use the math system. See here, problem already have taken. So once the problem is taken, they have registered. So step number third, define the problem will remain as it is, whatever you have seen in QC. Then measure the problem. Step number 4, same. Then analyze. Step number 5, 6, 7. In quality circle, they have to follow all because that is for the learning. But here, if through why, if you are able to reach to the root cause, no need to go for cause and effect. In cause and effect diagram, you have identified the probable root causes and you have found 1 or 2 root causes after validation affecting to the problem. No need to go for data analysis or Pareto diagram. So this is need based because this is a problem solving. Now in case of improvement. See, certainly when there is a problem, we are going to discuss the solution. You are going to see the forcing probable resistance, but no need to present all these things. In quality circle, because that is for the learning, they are supposed to present. Here, this is not required. Simply, we can say that this is the solution we have decided. We have tried from this period to this period, and this is the result. Once this is approved by the management, that this was implemented in so many machines, and up to now, means whenever you are presenting, before that, up to that time, whatever the condition, that you can show it. And control the same thing, whatever you have seen in follow-up and review. So like this way, through DMAX system, we are going to present the case study. So here, see the workplace management, that is 5S. Very, very important. So Neat India and Clean India, we are talking of the Neat and Clean India, Swachh Bharat. So housekeeping is not going to help because housekeeping, we require manpower, material, money, time, muscle power. But in 5S, we have to apply the brain just to see that why housekeeping is required. Can we eliminate it? If not, can we reduce whatever effort we are making to this? And this is the 4th S. And if we are following the same thing continuously, become the habit, that is the thing. So here, let us see the first is theory. Reorganization means sort out unwanted and wanted. Second is set on neatness. Neatness is place for everything, everything in its place. Practically, we have to do 1S and 2S. In most of the organization, even in home, during 1 year, 1 to 2 to 3 times, we are doing exclusively 1S and 2S. But day to day, what we are doing? Third is, say so, cleaning. And during cleaning, what we are seeing? During cleaning, what we are finding? 2 types of item, whether unwanted or wanted. Unwanted, remove it. Wanted, keep it in a proper way. Means third is nothing but a combination of 1S and 2S. So during cleaning, actually, what we are doing? We are doing inspection. What inspecting? Whether we have to keep it or we have to remove it. And all these 3 things are nothing but housekeeping. As I mentioned, this requires manpower, material, money, time, muscle power. But let us apply the brain because we know the suggestion is scheme, quality circle, Kaizen, SGA, lean quality circle, quality improvement team, etc. Let us solve the problem, whatever we are facing in 1S, 2S, and 3S. And if you are getting the solution, externalize that one, become fourth S. Sixth S, visual management to be applied over here. Once you have done this, that to be followed. So fifth S, Sisuke, discipline. We follow it 21 times, become the habit. Unfortunately, many of us, even many of our consultant, just to make all meaning of Siri Setan Susuke in such a way that they become S, 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 they change the meaning. You will find in the Google also. Even many of the Japanese book, they have not mentioned, but in our Google, you will find. Please try to understand the purpose behind this. That's why Takashi Osada, he has mentioned, if you see his cover book, he has mentioned all these English version of Siri Setan Sequence Suzuki. See here, Siri, people used to write sort of. We are sorting. One way is necessary and necessary. This may be good and bad. This may be round and square. This may be metal and non-metal. What we are sorting out? Set on. Now set in order. In which order? Decreasing order? Increasing order? Color-wise? In which order? Neatness itself clearly shows neatness is nothing but a functionally storage of item. Functionally storage of item. Say so. Saying shine. Say so is cleaning. And cleaning is nothing but a combination of 1S and 2S. Shine cannot be a combination of 1S and 2S. And just imagine, you are having a very good floor, shining. You are having different items, shining. But they are kept in a scattered way. Will you like it? Okay, for the machine, that should shine. We have to clean in such a way. That is a separate purpose. But here, the say-so means cleaning, not shine. See, Siri Setan says so, Sikes. Because Sikes, English version is standardization. And that is start with S. So nobody bother to change the word standardization because that is starting from S. So sorting will be done in all the three steps. If you see, the first step sort out. In Siri, we are sorting. In set on, when we are keeping things, we are sorting. Heavy items, shape wise, size wise, weight wise, purpose wise. In case of cleaning, again we are sorting. What we are sorting? Remove necessary, required, not required. All the three steps we are sorting. But sorting at a different purpose. So sorting, set in order and shine. Please don't use these words. Now, as mentioned, Sikes, nobody changed. Now Sitsuke. Sitsuke, sustain or self-discipline. See, discipline is the correct word. Discipline means what? Whatever system we have developed, we have to follow. And here, nobody else, you people have developed the system, externalize that one, so you are supposed to follow. That is discipline. Self-discipline, suppose 10 people are there, one is following, rest is not following, nothing will happen. And sustenance is the outcome of the discipline. So please follow the correct word. Don't use whatever written in the red. Jagriti group. This we have developed and with the objective to develop employees' awareness towards hygiene, cultural change in the employees at all levels, improvement of the personal hygiene. So we can make the 10% employees for 1 month if the strength is more. If strength is less, we can take 20% employees for 2 months. And during this period, they will do their work, but they will have some visual system so that from the distance, people can visualize that they are the Jagrati group member and they can point out to anyone from top to bottom. They will check the nails once in a week at the gate. They will see all the unhygienic condition, if any, and immediately that will be reported. So by this way, within 10 months, 100% people will become the member of Jagrati group. By pointing out by the Jagrati group member, there may not be much more impact. But one thing is clear, those who are pointing out to others, at least they will change. So during 10 months, when 100% people will be part of the Jagrati group member, I'm not saying 100%, but there will be certainly a big change among the people. 5 years at home. If this is implemented, this proves that this has come in the blood of the people. If this is implemented only in the workplace, means this is implemented because of the management pressure. So this is the indication that this has come in the blood of the people if the employees they are implementing 5 years in their home. Other places also, service organizations, shops, health sector, education sector, rural sector, IT sector, security sector, etc. Any place this can be implemented. Restaurant, canteen, cinema hall, function halls, anywhere. 5 years helps reduction of well-known 3 F's, that is Muda, Muri, Mura. What is Muda? Waste. Muri, overburden, and Mura, unevenness. Now, if you see the 5 years audit register, they are having 5 things. Individual responsibility. 100% people, including contract workers, they will be given the responsibility of their work, individual work area, plus some common area or no man's land. Common area can be rotated. They have to make the micro checklist of their own work area, micro checklist of the given area, as well as the micro checklist for hidden areas in both areas. Once they are making a micro checklist by their own hand, this is written in their mind. And once any abnormality is there, directly that can be seen by these people and necessary action may be taken. An audit sheet for the self-audit, an action to be taken, job to be done, standard practices and meeting minutes. Let us see one by one. Self-audit. They have to go for their own work area. But in case of self-audit, already we have given 40 points for the office, 40 points for the plant. And if you go through, combined together become about 60 points. Few of them may be belonging to your area, can be used. If that is not, you can remove. But minimum 30 checkpoints should be there. And the objectives are total employee involvement. So in rotation, everyone will go for self-audit. First time, leader will guide and Mr. A will go. Then A will guide, B will go, B will guide, C will go. Like this way, this will continue. If today audit is done, then next day, next week, who will go for audit? We have to tell today itself. Why? Because once he knows that next week he is going to audit, because he is in the same work area, he will try to see their work area every time wherever the abnormalities are there, and this is going to improve their observation power. And once they have given the idea, they have given the observation, and management taken the action, you'll find if anybody will disturb, immediately will fire. Means the ownership will come. Now, whatever the abnormalities they have observed, our purpose is not that if something dirty, clean it. Why this become dirty? What precaution we are going to take? What system we are going to develop so this will not happen in future? And that is standard practice. If 40 points are there in your self-audit, 40 abnormalities you have identified. Out of 40 abnormalities, if you go through each and every one, at least you will be able to get the solution of 4 or 5. Next week again, next week again. So like this way, every month, each and every subzone is supposed to develop 5 standard practices. Once this standard practice is developed, everybody will follow. And once they are following, this is going to help us to reduce our work, time, tension, so many things. Then management audit. This is helping us to learn from each other. And management will be pleased to see the improvements in other area, and they can do it in their own area also. In case of management audit, the role of coordinator is very, very important. Coordinator is supposed to brief about all the audit points in 45 minutes, 1 hour. Then whatever the previous observations are there for each and every subzone, that will also be told by the coordinator. The score will be given by the auditor, but remark will be written by the coordinator. See here, they are the senior people. They can give number of remarks. That's why here we have made very small column for the remark, and remark code we have mentioned. So against all serial number 1, 2, 3, we can write R1, R2, R3, R4, R5 like this. And suppose system of audit, they have given a score 3.4. Then why you detected 1.6? This is not correct, this is not correct, this is not correct. Okay. So against the R1, write down the 3 points. Like this way, they have to write the observations of coordinate of the auditors. There will be a 3 minutes presentation by the zone leader, zone head to the management through PPT. In first minute, let them show what are the changes they have done during the last month, before, after, and whatever the game is there. Then next month, what is the plan? What we are going to do? And what management help is required. Now, pre and final certification. Once management feel they have implemented 5 years properly, and this has come in the blood of the people, then pre and final certification will be done. In pre-certification, if you are getting 70% plus, then you can go for final certification. There is a separate team for the pre and final certification. Once they satisfied, score is 70% plus, this type of certificate will be given, which will be eligible for 3 years, subject to every 6 month successful audit. But suppose the management has got 75% plus, then our team will guide. But further they have to do, and how they are going to send the report to QCFI headquarters so that they can be forwarded to JUSE, Japan, for JUSE certification. So 5 years certification from JUSE. If they are satisfied, this type of certificate will come. The 5 years certificate body of Quality Center of India, jointly with Union of Japanese Scientists and Engineers, JUSE, certified that they will mention it. This will be duly signed by their managing director of JUSE, and this will be signed here by ED QCFI, and this will be sent to concerned organization. This is also eligible for 3 years. Once this is there, that QCFI certification is not required, means that required for getting this JUSE certification, and this JUSE certification eligible for the next 3 years, subject to 6 monthly surveillance audit if that is successful. When something is not working, don't change your dream, just change your approach. Now see the approach. So many concepts are there. So what? TPM. TPM is not concept. TPM is a philosophy. Total thing. Whatever is productive for us, that to be maintained. If you see the history point of view, in 1950s, as mentioned, that preventive maintenance was started. In 1960s, preventive maintenance started by Americans. 1960s, Japanese thought, why not maintenance prevention and corrective maintenance? And when included with this became a productive maintenance feature. In 1971, Shichi Nakajima, he given a new thought to involve the grassroots people, task performers, through autonomous maintenance. And because of this autonomous maintenance, adding to this, become a TPF feature. The goal: zero accident, zero pollution, zero defect, zero breakdown. And they have defined the quality as reliability, availability, maintainability, and acceptability. This autonomous maintenance being done by the task performance is very, very important. There are 7 steps. Initial cleaning, the preventive measures from such deteriorations. Then they have to learn about the cleaning and lubrication system and develop the standard for that. Then general inspection, then autonomous inspection, and standardization. Once all 6 steps is done, now the full application of the autonomous maintenance means the ownership. The operator become the owner of the machine. When we are talking of the equipment, we want equipment to run continuously. If this is the total time, this should run continuously. But many of the organizations, there is a weekly off, there are some in between break. So this is the time which is not given by the management to run the machine. So this is the loading time. But during this loading time, if there is some setup and adjustment because of product change or something, maybe because of some major breakdown, if this is the loss, means available time means again the green part. During this running, you will find there are some minor stoppages: oiling, greasing, cleaning, operator away, interference, material, waiting for material, excess material in front, and there are so many others. So this is nothing but performance loss. So again, this green part is reduced, but this is the time when the two machine runs and they produce the goods. But all the goods are not a quality good. So we have to remove those which are not up to the mark, to the standard of the quality. So once you are removing this, so this is nothing but a quality loss. So actually, the effectiveness is this green part, a remaining part we are losing. OE, overall equipment effectiveness percentage, is availability percentage into performance percentage into quality percentage advantage. And this is going to help us to see where we are. And 1% loss equivalent to how many lakhs per year, that to be calculated by the management, because management knows only the language of money. And once this is done, then immediately the question comes how to reduce this 1, 2, 3, or availability loss, performance loss, or quality loss. For availability loss, SMAT, single minute exchange time, means how we can reduce the setup and adjustment time. So here, the basic thing is very clear that internal setup and external setup are there, how we can see how best we can do to change the internal setup to external setup, so that during working time, we can also do the same thing. Okay, a mistake-proof system, so that breakdown, other things would not happen at all. Then improvement in the performance, group time technique study, GTT study. It's a very, very powerful study which give the elements of the different losses and activities being done by the operator, so that we can think what operator is doing, how we can go for semi-automation, automation, and what are the losses in the machine. And really, this gives a fantastic result to the management. Otherwise, there are some simple way, snap survey, time motion study, that may not be so effective as GTT. In case of improvement in quality, SQC, SPC is very important. Now, Six Sigma, which is developed by the Bill Smith and Bob Galvin in 1980s. Six Sigma label indicates 3.4 DPMO, defects per million opportunity. Some people try to make everything complicated. Be the person who tries to make everything simple. If you make the thing simple, people will accept it. And that's why, if you see TPM, total productive maintenance, initially we have done for our organization, but our organization being affected by your supplier also. So we have to update our supplier. We have to improve the performance of our supplier. A supplier should be the part of our organization. And then we have to see the need of the customer, which is changing day by day. Then only we can say we are going for TQM. So it's not a big theory, a very simple theory. What says total employee involvement. Even the gatekeeper, even the tea boy, 100% people with a contract employees or regular employees, total employee involvement. And total process control. And then total wastage control. Total wastage control we are missing. There are so many wastage which we are seeing simply, but there are a lot of wastage which we are not able to see. And that's why lean manufacturing become very popular and very, very important, so that we can identify the hidden wastage which are not known to many of us. Then only we can say we are TQM company. So we have developed the detailed model of simplified TPM. The purpose is that when we have seen, when the TPM came first time in Adit Birla Group, I was in Hindalco. When I've seen that we are talking of 8 pillars, in many of the MSMEs, there are 8 people at the senior level, how this will work. There are so many concepts, people are confused what to be done. Then we have tried to integrate all such concepts in such a way so that can be implemented in a very simple. No hi-fi class reading, classes, simple in a practical. Oh, that you can see in our this book also. What Ishikawa is mentioned, 90% of all problems can be solved by using the techniques of data, stratification, histogram, and control. Among the causes of the non-conformance, only 1/5 or less are attributable to the workers. Is whatever the causes are there, only 20% or less belongs to the task performance, rest belongs to the management, because they are the decision maker. They are procuring the material. They are responsible for maintaining the equipment in a proper way. They are responsible for the training to the people. So Ishikawa was fond of statistical tools, and he divided statistical tool in 3 categories. 7 basic tools, very simple, intermediate tools, and advanced. Now this problem solving tools and technique. Knowledge of problem solving is must for solving the problem in a systematic way. So there are some simple techniques, PDCA, plan, do, check it, already you have seen. Milestone or Gantt chart, so that we can plan our activities and continuously we can assess where we are so we can improve. Brainstorming, very important technique. Writing number ranking method, whenever there is a problem among the people, we can use this to select, to identify which should be taken first, so that there should not be any discrepancy. Flow diagram, it's a easy armchair journey. So activity chart, there are milestone and Gantt chart, both are activity chart. Only the difference is that in case of milestone chart, at the time, timings are given and you are simply putting the line. In case of Gantt chart, a line is there at the both end. Left side is starting time, right side finishing time, that is mentioned. Brainstorming given by Alex Osborne. There are 3 types of brainstorming slip method. You can ask the people, just give the idea, we don't want it. Nowadays, through WhatsApp, through SMS, we can collect within a short period a lot of ideas. But hitchhiking is not possible. And whatever idea they have given, if name is not there, you cannot discuss the person what actually they want to say. Freewheeling and unstructured. In a group of people, if we simply be call on for the ideas, many of them they will give the idea, and within a short period we can collect number of ideas. But many of us, they will not speak. They may be a slow thinker. Idea can be hitchhiked over here. Now round robin or structured method, this is applicable for the small groups. Very good technique. Everybody will give the idea in round. If no idea, simply they say pass. Here, hitchhiking is certainly possible, but this is only for small. Now, if you see the thinking, there are 2 types of thinking. Logical. In logical thinking, you will find whosoever is thinking, the problem is there, will reach to the solution. But in case of creative ideas, creativity, you'll find that a lot of ideas are coming. And that's why J.P. Guilford has given the 5 key elements for creativity: fluency, rate of ideas; flexibility, category of ideas; originality, ability to identify common ones; awareness, ability to see and imagine beyond immediate fact; and try, that is willingness to contribute and achieve the end goal without the fear of the failure. Now, flow diagram, there are 3 types: high level, matrix, and detail. High level flow diagram, normally we are making like this. But each and every step Here further we can do the flow diagram. If you are doing like this become a matrix flow diagram for each and every, again, there may be 2, 3, 4, whatever. Detailed flow diagram, this requires some symbol, terminal symbol for a start or end. If there is start, write start. If they end, write end. Activity symbol to write the activities. Decision symbol to see if this is what to be done, if not, what to be done. Document symbol, just to note down the data, and database symbol if this is electronically stored. Connector, at the end, if the page is full, you put a connector and start from other place, again put the same connector, and inside the connector, whatever you like, 1, 2, 3, 4, A, B, C, D, K, G, G, alpha, beta, gamma, whatever you want, you write. Any one, the same letter you have to write there also. Flow lines, they will connect this symbol. So this is detailed flow diagram. Dr. Juran, he suggested 4-step approach for analysis of the problem. One problem is there and you have made a detailed flow diagram, then just check all decision symbol, whether decision is taken right or wrong. Then you have to check the activity symbol, whether SOP is being followed or not. Then reloop, why this has gone back. Then database symbol, if this is electronically stored, whether calibration is correct or not. If document symbol, whether they have collected data properly or not, the instrument, whatever they have used, is correct or not. Now coming to the 7 tools. This is well known: data collection, stratification, cause and effect diagram, Pareto analysis, scatter diagram, histogram, graph, and control chart. Data collection, you know the data, they are measurable data or continuous data or variable data. Attribute data is a discontinuous data or discrete data. Now the data collection for providing sound basis for decision making, as right decision can be made by collecting relevant and appropriate data. Stratification. Once we have collected the data, we can stratify the data. Data may be verbal also. Now Pareto diagram. Here we are showing both. Stratification also. See, there are defect codes, number of defects that they have put into decreasing order. Yes, at the end you are seeing 54 against O. O is others. And others means it's a combination of so many small defects. That's why always others will be at the end. So percentage and the cumulative percentage, and this and this is Pareto diagram. See, the Pareto diagram was made. And you are seeing here the curve which is going sharply turned from here. I already mentioned this is given by the Dr. Churan. Vital few, useful many. So Pareto diagram is popularized by or given by Dr. Juran. And what he says, you have so many data. You know very well which to be taken first. And why you are making so much. This is not just for making our visual presentation. If this curves goes like this and turn like this, means you have collected data properly. If this curve is not like this, means you have not collected data as per sample, not collected data properly, or not stratified it properly, so you should not trust on this. So this is the validation of the whatever data you have collected and stratified whether this is correct Once this is like this, then we can go for solving the problem in decreasing order basis. Mind it, many people, what they did, 80-20, 80%. Arjuna has never mentioned about 80 and 20. He has clearly mentioned from where the sharp, this line sharp curve is there. That's why they made the Lorentz curve of concentration. Concentrate here. Cause and effect diagram. Cause and effect diagram. This is developed by Ishikawa in 1943 when he was in Kawasaki Ironworks. There are three types of cause and effect diagram. Dispersion analysis type, where header first, then causes and subcauses. First we are making headers, then causes and subcauses. Cause enumeration method, here we are identifying the causes first, and based on the affinity of the causes, we are making the groups, then we are putting the header depending upon the group. Production process classification type, here we are using the high level flow diagram, and for each and every subsections we are making the probable causes for the problem. So if you see here, SADC, that is cause and effect diagram with addition of parts. See here, many people what they do, they make a cause and effect diagram, again they do why. Right? So many why, if combined together, become cause and effect diagram. A Japanese industrial standard CIS recognize this cause and effect diagram as one of the basic 7 tools. This becomes the source for new 7 tools also. And this is the only tool among the 7 tools which won't have data. If you see the production process classification type, see here, 4 steps. For each and every step, we can identify the causes and subcauses, sub-subcauses. But in case of dispersion analysis method and cause elimination method, once you are making a cause and effect diagram, cause and effect diagram, it looks in the same way. Only the difference is, in case of dispersion analysis, first you identify the headers, they are putting the causes. And that is at the initial stage. But once your circle is 2 years or more older, they are supposed to follow cause enumeration method. Coming to scatter diagram. Scatter diagram is nothing but showing the relation between 2 variables. If x and y both are variables and x is dependent upon y, then the contribution of x to y will be 100 r square. Here r is the coefficient of correlation. Now mean, median, and mode are the 3 measures of central tendency. And standard deviation, the most important representation, measures of dispersion. This is square root of Poisson distribution value, that is standard deviation. Coming to histogram, if you make the histogram and see if the process is normal, you'll find that this is plus minus 1 sigma, this is plus minus 2 sigma, and this is plus minus 3 sigma. 99.73% reading will be within plus minus 3 sigma. And 95.45% plus minus 2 sigma, and plus minus 1 sigma, 68.27. If the histogram is made and most of the data is towards right side of the center line, the average is Q positive. And if this is like this, is Q negative. Don't think that negative is good, because nowadays everybody, when they're going for tests for the corona and they're negative, they're very happy. It's not that this is good. Positive and negative both are not good. cliff type. If the customer has given some specification, and we have seen the left side part is not following the specification, we will remove the part, remove that portion, then you will find a cliff type, a truncated type histogram. When same material but having two different means, two different machines, two different process, two different days, you will find this double peak. And this comb type, this pattern is usually traceable to errors in measurement and observations are rounded off. And many times there is a possibility that some bogus reading is there. That is also not correct. Isolated peak, when in a big lot, a small amount of material is mixed. This will show in an isolated peak. This may be towards the right side, towards the left side. Plateau type. If this is a mixture of several process conditions, output of the several days mixed together in a lot. Now coming to the process capability index. Process capability index is very simple, but this gives the capability of your process. CP, upper specified means given by the customer, and lower specified limit given by the customer. So this is known to you. You will take the reading, calculate the sigma level, sigma, and divide by 6 sigma. So this will be the value of the CP. And whatever the value of CP is there, you multiply by 3, this will give the sigma level. This is the level maximum can be achieved by the process. Achieved capability index. Okay, you can achieve to this level, but how much you have achieved? You may achieve 100%, not beyond that. But mostly we have seen that achieved capability normally become less. So how to calculate? Upper specified limit minus average divided by 3 sigma, or average minus lower specified limit divided by this 3 sigma, whichever is less. Graphs. The modern graphic originated by William Playfair and T.S. Lambert. There are commonly used graph: line, bar, pie, pictorial, you know, line graph, bar graphs, pie graphs, pictorial graph. But there are some special purpose graph, bed graph. See here, this is showing 3 components as well as the total, means sales, sector, supermarket in different zones, north, west, and east. So in each bar you are seeing the northwest, east, as well as the total. See the strata or area graph. Just imagine, for failure cost, appraisal cost, and preventive cost, there are 3 costs. Just like here, suppose you have made this belt graph for 87, 88, 89, 1991, and in between whatever the space is there, if you are joining this, once you join this, and if you draw the line like this way, for green, for white, for red, so this comes like this. And what this shows? The quality cost. Many times, this finance people will say, oh, preventive cost is going up. But if you show this graph, preventive cost is going up, but appraisal cost is coming down and failure cost is coming down, so that the total cost, if you see, that is coming down. Float graph, whatever you have achieved, that is in percentage. Whatever you lose, that is floating. And whatever you lose, that is in. This is a float graph. Now this radar graph, very, very important. Whenever we are conducting the program for 6 days, at the first day itself, we are taking the test for the total group people and making a radar graph. So inner line shows the score at the initial stage. And if the 6-day program, on 5th day evening, again we are taking, suppose this is the score shown over here. So the red portion is, this is the achievement. Very good. But this is also indicating that in case of cause and effect diagram, people have not learned much. They require more. Here also they require a little more. Here also they require a little more. So what to be done? On the 6th day, we have to concentrate more over all these steps. Compound graph. This is a combination of line and bar graph that you know very well. Now side by side at pyramid graph. Here you are seeing the population in decreasing order as well as male and female. G graph. G graph. You see here they are showing the monthly sales, and at a given time, any month, what is the cumulative sale, and here this is the total sale after 12 months. If you go back for each and every month, here also the last 12 months, here also the last 12 months, here also the last 12 months from, so like this way at the upper line showing the last 12 months. This looks like, see, Z in American Army says Z, that's why this Z. Now coming to the control chart. Very simple. There are two types: measurable data and attribute data. So what control chart says, variation will, several mentioned, the variation will be there, but if this is within the control limit, this is because of chance causes. If this is above control limit, because of assignable cause. So in case of measurable data, average and range chart, that is X bar R chart, and individual and range chart, that is X. In case of attribute data, there may be defect or defective. So defectives, if you are taking the fixed sample size and P chart, variable sample size, P chart. In case of defect control chart, a fixed sample size, C chart, variable sample size, Q chart. If you draw the control line, upper and lower control line, in case of NP chart, you are seeing the straight line at the top. But here, zigzag, right? Because P chart means sample size is varying. That's why upper limit is also varying. C control chart, fixed sample size. The line is also straight. But U chart, sample size varied 3 times. So this control limit also varying. If you see, in general, we are making a run chart. And in run chart, if continuously 7 points come above or below the central line, means run, means average shifted. Trend, if continuously 7 points coming like this, so the trend. And this is informing to the operator supervisor to take quick action. In case of control chart, making control chart is very easy. Graph, you know, upper limit and lower limit is very, very important. And simple formula is upper control limit for all. This one, upper control limit is average plus 3 sigma. And lower control limit is average minus 3 sigma. Average, you know how to calculate. How to calculate sigma, I will let you know. In case of X bar R and XR chart, range is very, very important. And for range, upper control limit is D4 R bar, lower control limit is D3 R bar. The value of D3 and D4 is given in statistical table. So how to calculate sigma? All the control charts, see, the value of sigma can be calculated like this. Here A2, D2. These two things, the value can be seen in your statistical book, and whenever the question will be asked, the value will be given to. Other things are well known to you. How many numbers are there? What is the percentage? What is the average? That is known to you. So once you calculate the sigma multiplied by 3, become the 3 sigma. Once there is 3 sigma, apply this average plus 3 sigma, upper control limit, average minus 3 sigma, become the lower control. It's so simple. So friends, I think, are you ready for exam? Yeah, here we don't require pencil. Be ready, as I had mentioned, 10 to 15 minutes before. You will get link. You will get the password. Open that. Ensure that connectivity is better. Be ready with the hotspot also for your. So, with best wishes for NCQC 2022. Namaskar.